Good evening, everybody. Good evening, C.
Good evening, baby.
And good evening, engineer.
Good evening, my dear.
Good evening, lovely wife.
Good evening, honey.
Damn, we full today. A whole bunch of people. I mean, this is a big panel we got here today. All right, Jack. All right,
all
good evening,
the,
everybody.
all the king's horses and all the king's men.
What does your shirt say? What is that?
Voodoo. This is my New Orleans shirt.
Okay. Yeah, that's something to talk about. Voodoo. They big on voodoo in New Orleans, aren't they? I
Yeah.
mean, not are they, weren't they?
Yes.
Okay. All right, y'all. We got an hour show today. We're doing um Simply Us. Still got some stuff we were doing. I fell behind today because I have to work now, and I was for spotlight on small businesses. But we'll be ready to do that tomorrow, if not Friday. Just some things, nature secrets and some other stuff that we're doing. But we'll get cracking. Let's get prayer out the way. Start in prayer. Father God, thank you for the wonderful things that's going on in all our lives. Father God, we always make sure that we pray for everybody over there fighting those God-forsaken wars, losing mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, aunts, uncles, cousins, nephews, nieces, losing homes, losing relationships, just doing a bunch of losing, Father God, for everybody that's over there doing what they can to keep us safe, all the firefighters, all the officers, all the soldiers and veterans, please, we thank you. Father God, we always pray for the world that's dealing with this God-forsaken pandemic. Please do whatever you can to keep us safe and get us strong. Anybody that's not getting the shot, please address it to do the best you can to keep yourself safe and your family from harm. These blessings and all blessings we say in Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Okay, we're going through some quick topics now. Our topic today is we're going to talk about vacationing. We're going to talk about some things that we learned from vacations. My wife, uh, I am an island person. When I go on vacation, there's Punta Cana, Aruba, Jamaica, all inclusive, all you can eat, all you can drink. That's what makes my vacation a vacation. But I'm married to my wife who's an avid reader. And my wife's situation is different. She likes the vacation where stuff for the first time and stuff she hasn't done, and stuff to learn. Stuff to learn. I'll start off with my wife wanted to go on our honeymoon. We got married in Jamaica, so we didn't really need a honeymoon. We got married in Jamaica. So next year we went to the honeymoon. We went to where we go, baby?
We we're going to Paris.
We went to Paris. I don't know what part of Paris. Anything? Where's the Eiffel
Look,
Tower? Where's the Eiffel Tower in Paris? Paris is actually the
Paris.
city.
Paris is the
Okay.
city.
We went to Europe. Is
Right.
that right?
Right. France is where we went, but we went to Paris, France.
Okay, we went to Paris, France. And while I was, I'm a Facebook person, show off type person, I'm party. So I'm taking pictures of this and taking pictures of that. And I asked my wife, I said, baby, yeah, we were in um, Louvre Museum. And in the Louvre Museum, that's where they house Venus, is de Mayo, is that
Mayo.
correct?
Yes.
Venus de Mayo, a bunch of Rembrandts, uh, um, and the most famous, prestigious piece of art in the history of the world that I know of, the most famous, is the Mona Lisa. And when I said, well, baby, you want to take some pictures and stuff like that? Because I'm taking pictures, 'cause I'm posting them and doing what I do. And she said, I'm really not here to take pictures. Go ahead, see.
Yeah. I said I'm not here to take pictures. I'm here to be in this moment.
Yeah, she was there for the experience. If anybody doesn't know, the Mona Lisa, if you haven't seen it, I didn't know, is a little small painting, isn't it? It's small. It's nothing like I thought. It's a small painting. It's not very well done. It's like a kid painted. They're going outside the lines and everything. But that being said, when I was standing there, and Cece and I were standing there with thousands and thousands and thousands of people, right, baby? It's that room is the Louvre Museum. Everything is in different sections and different rooms and stuff because there's so much to do. But the room that
But the Mona Lisa got her own section and her own guards. They got separate guards just guarding the Mona Lisa, just that painting.
yeah, so so ironic to me, I didn't understand what she was saying as I'm taking pictures until I actually stood there in front of Mona Lisa and the ex-West Baltimore Dauphine jailbird party. Uh, felt it. I felt that I was in the presence of the most famous piece of artwork in the world. It's a lot of stuff.
Hey, Renee, how you doing? Yes, it was a surprise to see how small the Mona Lisa was. I was totally underwhelmed, but I wanted to have the experience.
Yeah, it was, but it was everything. And then after doing that, then my eyes were open. See, you want to elaborate some things we saw? What was that canal thing outside our window that we spent all that money to be in the Eiffel
Oh,
Tower
yeah,
resort? And
we
because of
were.
that,
Yeah, because we were only about 3 blocks from the Eiffel Tower. You know, we were right there on the Seine River. We went
the
on.
sea and river, the
We
sea and
went
river,
on.
that was cool.
Hey, Bunny. We went on the river tour to see the Arch de Triomphe. One of my favorite parts was we went to see Toledo to the Lido Theater, and
Oh,
we went to
and
see.
what is the Lido Theater?
It's a it's a famous theater that's
It's the
that,
oldest surviving theater in Paris,
right.
or whatever it is.
Everybody always want to go to what's the other one? I can't think of the other one. I don't know if it's not Madame Tussauds, but I
But
can't
go
think of
ahead.
it. Escapes me now, but it's the one that's really famous. But Lido wasn't, that wasn't as famous as the other one, but it was more. First of
Well,
all, it was closer, and even though it was an old theater, it had more renovations done to it, so it kind of in better shape. But I mean, it
I
was.
think
It was go
I
ahead.
think, excuse me, I'm going to cut you off. I think CC may missing the point on that. We were going to the other theater because that's the one we've heard of and everybody said to go see. So we asked the persons in the hotel that lived there. They said you can go to the other one, which is famous and stuff like that. But if you go to Lido, that is the theater that you will never forget. That is the theater that we go to here. If you want to really, it would be the same as a Broadway play
Right.
in New York, opposed to a regular play off Broadway. And he said that that's the one that read. You want to read that? See?
Bunny said a trip of a lifetime that many of us never experienced. Glad you're sharing.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. This episode is just to talk about some things that we've done, and maybe y'all will comment on some places that you've been and didn't know. The Lido Theater was really awesome. It had bottle service. I never spent a bunch of money on bottle, but the tickets were so damn high that they gave you a bottle. And when the ice ring came up out of the floor, they was dancing and doing some stuff, and the ice ring just rised up, and they was skating across it. It was to die for.
Yes, it
It
was.
it was really to die for. And then we walked around, and I say this and laugh, and people always say this. Bonnie and Renee will laugh at this. How they always say, "Y'all over there in Paris, you gotta watch yourself because I heard somebody got stabbed over there." I said, huh? Y'all watch yourself over there. Be safe. You know what I mean? Somebody got stabbed over there. You telling me about being stabbed in Paris, and we live in murder capital. What is it already? 29 murders, something crazy like that.
Right,
See,
35.
35 murders. Last I heard, I don't even watch the news. 35 murders in January. but somebody got stabbed in Paris. Don't worry about Party and CC. Worry about yourself. But
Right.
anyway, I was just saying, if y'all, first of all, if you don't get the vaccine, then it don't matter because you can't travel a damn place without the vaccine. We couldn't even go in the casino. We was in New Orleans, and we didn't take our pass. We didn't take our vaccine card with us, right?
Yeah.
So we had
Lord
to.
knows. One thing that I would say to anybody that's planning on traveling, whether domestic or foreign, take your vaccine card with you because you never know when you're going to need that. Because we got to New Orleans and we couldn't get in the casino. We couldn't. You literally had to show it everywhere. Every restaurant, any place that you went, that you had to have it on you.
Bunny just saved our ass last week, didn't she? See,
Yeah.
Bunny saved our
Mhm.
ass last week. We went down to the what is it, Arena Players, and we
Yeah.
said, "Are we gonna be okay?" So we just called Bunny just to make sure. I said, "Bunny, you don't think we're gonna need our vaccine, do you?" She said, "I don't know, but I'd rather be safe than sorry." So we turned around and went back home and got it just in case. As soon as we got to the door, what they say? These vaccine card
Right.
on McCullough Street. You go into the theater on McCullough Street, needs your vaccine card, so you're not
Yeah,
gonna really.
Renee said take a photo of your vaccine card and you have it with you at all times. That's what we wound up doing too, Renee.
Yeah, we didn't think about that, but we have it now. But anyway, so that was at the Lido Theater was really awesome. The Eiffel Tower is I don't know if anybody knows this, but the Eiffel Tower was an attraction for the World's Fair. They didn't really build the Eiffel Tower. We found out with the tour. They didn't build the Eiffel Tower to be Eiffel Tower. That was just some amusement they put up for one World's Fair, and it became so famous they never took it down. That's
Yeah.
all it is. And the Eiffel Tower is just that. It's just a damn tower. Don't do nothing. Ain't nothing slick about it or nothing. It's just a
It's
tower.
not. It's just a big steel structure. I mean, ain't no finesse. I mean, it's beautiful when it's lit up at night, but ain't
Oh
no
yeah, that was true.
finesse. Ain't no nothing to it. It's just a big steel structure.
We got Eiffel Towers here in Randallstown. If you go straight down Winding Road on the right hand side, where all them deers and stuff be, they regular towers, phone towers. That's exactly what the Eiffel Tower is. But it's a monstrosity. It's huge now. It's
Mhm.
huge. It's devastating when you stand underneath of it. That was Cece's dream to stand underneath of it. That was really something to see how awesome the structure is. But it is no flash. What's the other thing, y'all? Y'all can get in there and talk about something that you saw that you didn't know. People are always fascinated about the Leaning Tower of Pizza. You think they built the damn tower for it to lean? Leaning Tower of Pizza there because somebody messed up. They should have fired his black ass. You know what I mean?
Why his ass gotta be black though?
Yeah, because I'm sure he wasn't black. They had him over there, but they should have fired his ass then. That's all he did. He built the meal, this famous thing because the ground erodes. It's sinking. They say in 35 years it may fall, or I don't know if it's 35 or 350. Those were the two numbers, 35. It may fall anyhow. Then they'll, find out who did it. Then they'll beat him. He went from a big shot to a beating. But those are things. CC and I just came back from New Orleans. New Orleans. Came back from New Orleans, and it was funny to me. They took us on a tour, and the tour of New Orleans, and they showed remnants of the devastation of the flood. And the tour guide showed us something that was really unique and cool. He said, "I want you to look at this." We were riding up a bridge, not even a bridge. I mean, it is a bridge. If anybody from the city of Lafayette Bridge, wasn't no taller than the Lafayette Bridge. You know what I mean? Can't think of a number of bridges. Ain't tall like the Bay Bridge or nothing like that. Just a little
Yeah,
bridge.
it was about the Lafayette Bridge.
Yeah, and we were just riding along, riding along. He said, "I want you to keep your eyes on that dam. It's a dam right there. It's called a levee, but it's a dam right there. Keep your eye on that dam." That structure right there, we didn't even realize it was a dam at that time. Keep your eye on that structure. So we kept our eye on the structure, and we're going up. And when we got to the top of it, we looked. We saw it was full of water. I said, "Yeah, that's cool. That's full of water. What is that?" He said, "That's the dam. That's a levee. That's the height of the water." And we snickered, didn't we? It
Right.
can't be a height of that because we were underneath of the water. The whole time we've been riding around, we were lower than that structure right there. And
Yeah.
then that's when we came back down and he showed us. He said, "Look right here. Look back. Look here. Look back. Look here. I want you to look at the height of the water, and I want you to look at these houses." Mama saying we kept going back and forth, Bunny and Renee. We kept saying, "You know what I mean? This doesn't make sense." And then he showed us a lamppost, right? He showed us the lamppost where they had a stop sign on there, a yield sign, and it showed the height that the water was when the levee broke. The water is literally 8 feet tall. It's literally over top of the houses that we've been riding in. So then we kept riding a little more and we rode up to another little bridge. And then he said, "I want to make you laugh. Just keep looking, keep looking, keep looking, right, baby?" When we got to that bridge, we looked out over there. It is an ocean right there. Correct?
Yeah.
Uh, it's an ocean right there. It's an ocean right there. The height of the ocean is 10 feet, 8 to 10 feet over top of the houses. And that's what he said happened. You see, all that water right there was uh, uh 25 miles, 27 miles. We won't be here long tonight, baby. 25 or 27 miles long of water,
And
as
you
far as
can
I
let,
can see.
right. And when you look out, he told you to keep your eye on the level of the water. And you looking at the level of the water, which is level with where you are, but the whole time the vehicle is steady going downhill, which lets you know that this place is really built uh, below sea level. Below, that's why I said, it was a beautiful place. It was a beautiful vacation, and I definitely want to go back because it was so much to see. It's so rich with culture, but might be nice to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there.
Yeah, it's things that on vacations we always go out. I'm giving this conversation because naturally we as persons of color, especially people who are cultured like myself, we always go to our island. Punta Cana, Aruba, Jamaica, St. Thomas. I've been to them all. Our whole world is all inclusive. But you may want to do something different. You may
Yeah,
want to do something different. We just got our eyes woke up. We supposed to be next 2 weeks from now. Where we supposed to be?
Canada.
We were supposed to be Canada because my wife wanted to see the falls.
Yeah,
Um,
I want to see Niagara Falls. And
yeah,
I know. Excuse me for cutting you off, baby. I
no,
know
I want you to talk.
people probably people probably always saying that we just always traveling and all of this, but I'm telling you, you gotta. It's some things that you want to see that you've only heard about, and if you ever get the opportunity to see them, you have to go see them. Because it's just an experience, and tomorrow may never come. We learned that. We can't keep putting things, and then we gotta really take out young people to see some of these places. Take them on some of these vacations because some of these it's sad to say, but some of these kids will never leave Baltimore if we don't. And
Being
they think that the way that life is here is the only way to live, and nothing. We rep our city and love our city. There's nothing wrong with Baltimore, but it's more to see in the world. It's other things that's happening in the world, and you gotta expose them to something.
My mother called it B&B. That's all you'll ever know is B&B, Baltimore and Bentlow Street.
Renee said when you go to Canada, be sure to pick up some ice wine.
Okay, cool. Well, Renee, maybe we should. This is what the episode about is. We were naive, Renee. We didn't go. because everybody told us that and after they finished explaining to us, Renee, you've probably been there, so you know that they finished explaining to us, you can't go to damn Canada when it's cold like this. They said there's nothing you can do. Said you're gonna look at some water. You can't stand next to the water and
Yeah.
freezing. He said
And
a
I
whole lot of
and I ain't even think about that, but you know, whenever we get them big storms, they always saying the cold air coming out of Canada. But I was in my head just thinking about what I wanted to do and what I wanted to see, but that part never even dawned on me until somebody mentioned it, and I was like, "Yeah, you're right."
yeah. I literally didn't. We didn't know till somebody explained it to us. They said, I'm not gonna knock you and go off and enjoy yourself and stuff like that, but I'm gonna tell you point blank, you're gonna be wasting your money. Why you say this? They said you ain't gonna stand under the falls. You ain't gonna let that cold. The whole part about going to the falls and stuff, you get on some kind of bridge or some kind of tour that the water gets to fall on you, and and that's why my wife wanted to do it. We were literally staying in the Hilton that's actually literally on the falls. That's the whole highlight of it. It's staying right there where it was. But they said it's cold as hell in Canada. I didn't do any research. We didn't do any research, but after everybody explained it to us, we thought about it. We don't go no place and sit in our room. We got a lovely home. So we didn't go there to, talk about how nice my hotel room is. We got a nice home we live in. That's not
Right.
why we were going.
Just like when we went to New York. First of all, everybody know New York is notorious for having the smallest rooms in the world. Apartments, hotels, anything you go in, any size wise, anything you stay in New York is unimpressive as far as I'm concerned. But we ain't go for the room. We went to see a play on Broadway. We went because my husband had places that he wanted to show me in New York that I had never seen. BBQs and Bubba Gumps and all of those different places. And we
The
rode
Lion King.
yeah, and the Lion King was fantastic. Anybody, hey BB, anybody
Hey,
that's
B.
never seen it, I encourage you. It's a real treat. It's very special. And we gotta you can't live your life in your backyard. Some of these things that you can do, they inexpensive. Some of them can be day trips, like going to New York. New York can be a day trip. You
Mm-hmm.
don't have to get a hotel room and stay days and days. That can be a day trip, And I love a good day trip myself. Renee said they pick special grapes that are frozen that turn out sweet. People drink it as a dessert wine. It's a little expensive, but worth a try. I'm definitely going to try it.
Yeah, and
That's
like Renee,
another
I like.
thing. If you can't afford to do the things, and I'm not saying that we rich by any means, and I don't know anybody else's financial circumstances, and I'm not bragging on else, but if you vacation, you shouldn't go on vacation if you don't have some money.
I mean, I want to know if you knew that you was going on vacation 3 months ago. And Renee knows this because we all work together. Renee was our nurse on our unit for years and years, and then she's an awesome nurse too. Well, Renee's
Yes,
awesome
yes.
individual. She's our friend, but she's an awesome nurse. Put it to you point blank. Renee's fucking smart. She's smart. My wife's a big time reader. My wife is smart. You know what I mean? And Renee's smart, book wise. Anyway, you are at a job that literally begs you to work overtime, time and a half. Beg you to work overtime. And you know you going away 2 months from now, 3 months from now. Why is it every time they ask you to work, you say no? Instead of working and put something away, then when you get away on a trip, you want a trip with $300 and y'all gone for 5 days. What the
Yeah.
hell is the matter with you when you didn't work when they asked you to work? What the hell is the matter with them, Renee? What the hell is the matter with young people? 29, 30 years old and you not working. And then you turn around, you go on a trip, you broke.
Yeah. And Renee said,
Are you
speaking of
reading that,
New York,
baby? You reading that?
that's what I'm doing. Speaking of New
Oh,
York, try out Phantom of the Opera on your next trip.
yeah,
Okay.
I saw that here in Baltimore. But you know what though? I wasn't impressed with Phantom of the Opera. Phantom of the Opera is a love story. You know what I mean? I didn't know it's a love story. It's just all singing. Ain't no acting. You know. You know what I mean? I didn't like that. Just the same way I went to see what is the name of that? In the Heights. In the Heights, half of the players is Spanish because it's about New York and they all
Oh,
speak
it's like
Spanish.
West Side Story.
Yeah. That's exactly that's what the In the Heights is. It's West Side Story. But they be talking, you be laughing, then all of a sudden they breaking in, everybody in the audience laughing except for you. That's the only Broadway play that I left out of. I've never left out of a Broadway play because they $200-$300 a piece tickets. So that's why I'm gonna stay, even if I ain't crazy about it. But In the Heights, they break into Spanish and then everybody's laughing at the joke because I don't speak Spanish. What fun was it? So when I went out to break for the intermission, I intermitted. Took my dumb ass somewhere and got some more alcohol. But anyhow, those
I
are
don't want to butcher that name. That's who's that baby.
good advice, young people. There we go. All right, listen. Thank you everybody that's chiming in and some of the new people. Hey, listen, y'all. Information. If and I would have been talking about Canada on the show right here on the podcast, Renee would have told us about the grapes, and she would have said it's cold as hell there in the second week of February. She said, the people told me, say, you think it's cold here, double it over there. It's double cold over there for people that live there and used to it. I don't know anything about Canada. The only thing you say something Canada to me, I think what are they, draft dodgers? People go there that didn't want to be drafted. I'm saying I don't know. I didn't know anything about New Orleans. I think New Orleans was just Bourbon Street. We went to Bourbon Street, we got drunk. But New Orleans is rich with history. Yeah. You know what I mean? Paris, they don't give a damn about your money in Paris.
Matter of fact, they're going to cuss you out if you try to give them your money.
Hey, I can speak some French too. Sacre bleu. If anybody say sacre bleu to you, throw them up, Jack. They don't have no ice in the whole town, city. Paris is a city, is it correct?
Yes.
Paris is a city. The whole city of Paris does not have any damn ice. We wouldn't got some.
Another thing that we gotta mention: if you go to Europe, don't think nothing about taking your phone charger because it ain't gonna work in none of the electrical outlets. You got to buy a charger while you're over there, or have a European charger because the electrical sockets are different.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. Everything in Europe, except for the tourist stuff, is expensive as hell. Your stay is expensive. Your food is expensive. Your drinks are expensive. And your money is 70%. Every $100 you spend, they'll give you 70 back. You give them $100 US, they can give you $70. You ain't gonna mind at first. You gonna say, damn, you gonna, me and Cece, right? We laugh. All right, well, give us that. Yeah, we laugh. It wasn't nothing to us. Then last time I said, well, come on, man. We only got 2 more days here. Well, let's, we know we're gonna splurge and stuff. So give me $500 worth of money. I gave them $500. They gave me 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. That's when it really hit me. When I gave them $500 and they gave me $350 back, I said, this some bullshit. Right then. I mean, when it was 170, I you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Chuckle, chuckle, hee hee, laugh, laugh, ah. When I gave him that $100 and he gave me $352, I said, I gave you $500. He said, yeah. I said, no, I gave you $500. Take your time. Look at the drawer. Look what I gave you. I said, all right, told out $500. You said you want to convert it, right? I said, yeah. $352 is what they gave me for $500. I looked right at him. I said, I'm going to keep it, but this some bullshit. Right? Yeah, that was something. They don't care nothing about your money. So ice, we got some ice. Remember, they lost our luggage for the first 2 days, baby.
Yeah.
The airport lost our luggage, so we over there wearing the same clothes. My wife is funny. She knows how to, guess maybe she had her luggage lost before out there, podcast land, guys and girls and stuff. I watch my wife do things. My wife is a real wife too. But I watched my wife how she did things. You know, she when she go to bed, you know, women they know about things like that. Wash her panties, wash your bra, wash your drawers, wash your shirt, and next morning you say, "Oh, that's crazy as hell." They got it hanging up. When you get up tomorrow, and you got some clean drawers and stuff on. You know the difference. A woman, my wife ain't thinking about her clothes, but I'm telling you, she washed them underwear and stuff like that till the damn color came off of them. You know what I mean? So something, yeah, some things, you know, this is what we talk about. We adults here. We're
Right.
adults here. You know, I know how to do a John Wayne shit shower shave. I know how to hit my underarms, hit between my legs. You know what I mean? Wipe my butt, keep it moving. But we'll throw the drawers back on. Whereas though a female, I've never seen that with my wife because you know we got washing machines and stuff here. But I watched that when we were over there. I watched the little teeny things that she claims she must have, yeah, her undies and stuff like that. She washed them several times. Matter of fact, twice a day. You know, so that was a little crazy. Went and bought one more pair. You know, so moving right along from that.
And then
Those
another,
are
and then on that note, that about them losing our luggage, one thing that people have to learn is you spend $10,000 to go on a vacation, and you sit there and you sour grapes because somebody lost your luggage. That would make you a damn fool.
yeah,
You
that's
know,
right.
was I happy that they lost our luggage? Absolutely not. But you it wasn't like, oh, this vacation is ruined, but I'm gonna be back in Paris next month. You know what I'm saying? Like I was where my once in a lifetime, my dream trip. That was on my bucket list, you know, and nothing was going to ruin it. And we sat there, we sat in our room, we sang songs, you know what I'm saying? We did what we do. You know what I'm saying? We are from a life that we know that sometimes when life give you lemons, you gotta make lemonade.
Yeah. Tonight we were the same as that. We were putting together our podcast for uh spotlight on
Spotlight on
small
small
businesses.
businesses.
But I was out working. I do a little Lyft now. I drive for Lyft, putting a couple of dollars and stuff in our pocket and all because Party Marty's moon bounces and moving around, and still got to pay for that warehouse. We got to pay for that warehouse whether we use it or not, and it is starting to exhaust our savings. So I'm ex Dolphin. I'm more afraid of being broke than of being dead. So I'm not gonna just keep paying out, paying out, paying out, watching my our money dwindle away. So I took myself out there and do a little Lyft driving. If anybody doesn't know anything about Lyft, which I didn't know, man, that's a sleeping giant there. If you out here and you got a car that's 5 years or what is it, 5 year, 5 years or newer, and you don't have an income, I strongly urge you to check on Uber and Lyft. I strongly urge you. You make good money and you go to work and make a couple hours and go back to bed. You know what I mean? I drive 4 hours a day, 5 hours, two, come out, go back, sleep for 3 hours, go out for two more if I want to. And if I don't, I don't. Weather bad, I ain't never going out. But, you know, I cramped a day to make money and I made a gang of money. So I'm just, those are the things I want you to be aware of.
But
New Orleans.
I had something on my mind.
Okay.
I was thinking about and just curious to know because we got some thinkers on here with us now. What people thought. I was looking this morning at the interview part of it. They didn't show the whole thing on Gail King and them show this morning about Antonio Brown. And Nate Burleson was asking him, you know, did he ever have any mental health diagnosis or anything like that? Because you know, this has been an ongoing topic that he's mentally ill because of his erratic behavior. So he said that he's never had any mental health diagnosis or anything like that. But one thing that he said, and then he asked him, had he ever been in counseling or if he think that he needed a counselor. And he made an excellent point that he said that I'm from the pit and the counselor is from the palace. So the lens that they see things through is a lot different than the lens that I see it through. So for me, I don't think that that would be a viable option. Now, do I agree with that? No, because I think that especially a person with the kind of behavior that he's had, that therapy would do him some good. But I just brought that up to say that sometimes pe- people, the way people view situations are based on their life experiences. You know, he doesn't feel like somebody that grew up with a silver spoon in their mouth can really give him any advice because he come from the gutter. He got his out the mud.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, and I think that to an extent that may have some merit, but the whole situation with him taking off his shirt and leaving off the field, you know, it just to get a visual of it when it was happening, it just looked like him crazy and him doing something crazy again. But once he explained it, that the coach told him to get the fuck off the field, excuse my French,
Mm-hmm.
and he said before
Get
many
the fuck off his field.
right, right. And he said, before I'm anything, I'm a man. He said, and he just disrespected me. Renee said they didn't ask Antonio about his father's history. And that's true. That's true. You know, and some of these people, they don't know you know, we know that people sometimes have mental illness running their family. You
But
know,
everybody family got some mental illness in them. Everybody. I don't give a damn who you are. You got some mental illness. We found out
right?
that the Queen and King of England got some mental illness in their family.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, everybody is there. And you know, one thing about us as a people, people of color, black and brown people, beautiful people, is that we don't we don't believe, just like he said, you know, we it's a stigma, it's a taboo attached to going to therapy for us. So he's not alone in that thinking, and it's a lot, it's a whole lot. I know from being a mental health worker that it's a lot of undiagnosed mental illness in our community.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I just thought that his perspective was interesting, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the remainder of the interview tomorrow. But I was bringing that up to say about respect. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you can't think that you can talk to people or treat people any kind of way and then expect to have a positive outcome. You know, just like you think that you are the most important person around there, then he felt the same way about himself. He got a skill set that he could take anywhere, and it would be he would be a welcome addition to any team. Now, some of the
Starting with the Ravens.
exactly, and he said that that's the next place that he wanted to play was for Baltimore. He
Mm-hmm.
said he done worked out with Lamar, and you know that's the next quarterback that he wanted to play with. But on a subject of respecting people, you know, first of all, a lot of people want to be given respect, but don't want to give respect. Respect is earned. It's not given. People will respect you because you've earned their respect, but you have to earn it. And you can't talk to people or treat people in a disrespectful manner and then expect them to stay or but you know you wanted them to still treat you like you should be treated, but you get out of pocket with them. And and I think that that's part of the problem that's fueling some of these young people to make some of these crazy decisions that they make, which I'm not condoning by any means. But they always feel like they got to do these things to earn their respect. But they don't, because they do things to people because the person disrespected them and all that. But they don't understand that they have to work for their respect. They have to earn their respect. People don't just walk up to you and say, "Hey, I respect you," like Renee. You know what I'm saying? We all respect Renee because she a good nurse, but she's a person that earned our respect.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And,
and people.
Renee, excuse me, I apologize. Renee, one of Renee's many strong suits is her positive energy. It's her positive energy. You feel me?
Yeah.
Renee's is always like,
When she said Renee said he'll be a great fit in Baltimore, and I agree with you, CC.
listen, listen. Renee's always has a bunch of positive energy. She come up to you, she gonna speak to you first and introduce herself, and then how you? Just how Renee tell you, yeah, how you doing? How you? I guess that's from where she's from. She's not from Baltimore. I think she's literally a Pittsburgh native or Pennsylvania native. Yeah, hey Tay, how you doing? How you? Always like that. I use Bunny as a prime example. Bunny's the reason why we weren't prepared for the show tonight because we were using baskets and we told Bunny what we spent for baskets and what did we do that for? Bunny just came over for bought just out of her pocket just bought us all of these baskets. I mean, big, small, short, tall, square, round, 2 holes, 4 holes, 6 hole, 8 holes. So now it became the problem to present these baskets and use them. We had baskets that we were using, everything was about the same. But she gave us some awesome baskets and she told us about how the baskets should work. She's going to be on our team, but you're going to talk to us tomorrow and Friday. We're going to be talking about Valentine's Day coming up, and we hope so. And I just look at things, your team. Renee just buys baskets as gifts. She buys baskets as gifts just to tell somebody thank you, well done. Anywhere in the world, I mean, everybody uses this product. But it's impossible for Renee to use all of the product, all the baskets she bought. It's about we go down there, we meet Renee, she'll come meet me. I know we got a way to go out and bully some boy. So where you want to meet me at? And we'll come up with a spot and she'll meet. And I say, well, whose basket? What's this one for? See, and see get in the back of the truck and take out 4 baskets. I said, well, where are they going? What do they do? And she'll say, they're all Renee's. No, which basket is Renee? And she'll say, all of them. What you mean all of them? All of them. All of them. All the baskets in the back of the SUV are that. Bunny sort of hurt us. She meant well. But Bunny paid for her basket so damn far in advance. The money had been paid. You know what I mean? Hey, give me 2, and then I'm going to pay for 3, and then get 2 more gels and stuff like that. Just support. Some people, the reason why I'm saying, because I don't know if people say well done. BB has been feeding Clifton T. Perkins for Christmas and all the holidays for years. And she come to the unit and tell you, I need you to put up $5. Everybody put up $5. And people over there talk about, yeah, well, what's the $5 for? What's the $5 for? You go around a whole 2-3 tables and eat all the food that you want. Somebody cooked it for you. I just look at people, just a thankless thing. And ain't nowhere in the world you're gonna tell me that BB ain't going her pocket CC 10 or 11 times, adding more money to the money that she collected. Nobody gonna tell you that she dragging this stuff from my house. We ain't pay for no damn grease. We pay for the darn seasoning. My wife has a lazy Susan to die for. 3 tiers tall, with nothing on it but spices. And guess why I know that? Because now I have to buy them. I thought y'all all spices were $1. Because every time we got spices in my mother's house, it was $1. You know what I mean? Man, you going giant. Spice might be $4.99 for one of them. A little teeny thing like this. And what is that stuff? Smoke that we get that we put on everything?
Yeah, the liquid smoke.
That liquid smoke. First of all, you gotta find it.
Right. Bunny said, "Give a blessing, receive a blessing." Just saying. That's
Yeah.
right, Bunny. And one thing that I always tell people, I keep my circle real small. Maurice, the one with all the friends. I don't really need a lot of friends, but one thing is find you some quality people to have in your circle. Find some people that support you. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I mean, my products is good and all of that, and we all need lotion and soap and all of that kind of stuff. But Renee could go to Walmart, Bunny could go to Walmart, but they choose to support me. You know what I'm saying? And that's what friends do. And when they do something,
Mhm.
then I'm gonna be right. Whatever they do, I'm gonna be right there to support it, because that's what we gotta do in order to thrive in our communities. We got to spend our money with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Walmart got plenty of money. Target, they already got plenty of money, but we got to spend our money with each other. And one thing that I love about them, they don't ever come, they don't ask for no discount. They don't say, well, the basket costs 30, so I'm gonna buy two, so can I get them for 20? They come with their money.
Yeah. That's true.
That's
That's really.
also a form of support and a form of respect. People will go, they claim that they're your friend, but they want you to give them a discount, but they'll go to the wonderful people and pay full price and extra and give them a tip.
Yeah, that's true. That's about riding with when I drive for Lyft. I had that today, and the lady didn't understand. She thought I was trying to act cute. Well, I really was, because I'm a show off type cat. But I had to pick up somebody on Druid Hill, and her house was say 2806. That's three houses up. I parked on the corner. It's Druid Hills, damn highway. Not double parking on Druid Hill and CC's brand new truck, 1 month old. And somebody sideswipe me, they're gonna keep going. You feel me? So I
Right.
pull out the street and pull the corner. She said, well, I was back here. Can you back up? I said, how am I back up? I done pulled out the street. I'm on the side right here. She said, can you circle the block? I said, miss, you won't call for enough ride because I'm not circling no block. And she said, all the other drivers do that. You know what I mean? First of all, because you don't got no car. That's why you don't know anything about that. You get what I'm saying? People don't realize that out there. Everybody that I'm listening to drives. Everybody that's on the podcast right now drives. First of all, double parking was because there was no space and you were only going to put your blinkers on, do it real quick and go in and out. Double parking don't mean it's a space right there and you still sit in the street.
Right.
That's not driving. That's called a licensed vehicle operator. My father was a tractor trailer driver for 41 years and he owned three of his own rigs. But he said, son, that's not driving. You are considered a licensed vehicle operator. If you pull up to the gas, if people was trying to get out the gas station and you block them, that's not driving. If a person got that blinker on to get over so they can catch the ramp or turn or something, and you pull up and cut them off because you're looking at, why are you over there? You saw me in there. That's not driving. You are not a driver. You, my friend, are a licensed vehicle operator, meaning you have a license to operate a vehicle, but that's not driving. This person wasn't considerate of me because I'm just the Lyft driver. I'm picking over there. I'm giving you $5.86. You know what I mean? I'll need you to pick me up at the door. I said, miss, it's not a problem. I said, okay, ma'am, it's not a problem. Stuff like just call another route. I'll let them know that you're not satisfied with me. And I apologize. Have a good day. I went to roll that window up. She said, I'm going. That's what I thought you were. You know what I mean? Trying to browbeat me or get your big shot off on me. Everybody that's on the air know how I am. I don't care if I'm Take a Break. I don't care if I'm Party Marty. I don't care if I'm Mari State. All three of y'all know me as different names. You ain't going to get your big shot off on me. I don't mind you showing off. I don't mind you getting your big shot off. Just not on me. Y'all, when you do things like that, that is wrong. It's wrong to double park. Be out in the middle of the street, it's wrong. Guys, if you go in the door and stuff like that, even ladies, if you go through the door and you see somebody behind you and hold the door, it ain't manners, it's wrong.
Right.
It's wrong. And to the guys in there, the younger guys, I trick my wife. I trick my wife because she's younger. One of the things that my wife loves about me is I kept on being a gentleman. She said, I like the way that you hold the door. Once I heard that all these little things worked on her, you ain't shit now. She out of control. My wife walk up to the car, she don't never reach for the door handle. She knows it's my job to open the door. My wife never opens her door. She does not think she's supposed to anymore, even if she gets to the car first. She'll say, okay, Cookie, she'll be playing with the dog. What she's doing, she's waiting for me to get there to open that damn door.
Absolutely.
Because I've been opening doors for years. She thinks that that's normal. And guess what? It is. It is. Sometimes, man, you can end up with the right woman or the right man is because you present yourself in a certain fashion. And then later on, it's too late. They in love with you. They see all them other qualities. That's before you get into bed. And young ladies, if the man has seen every part of your body, what the actual act of having sex means nothing to him.
Hey, Twyla.
Twyla is a perfect one to talk about this because Twyla is somebody who would speak on this really well. But if your belly's already out, and it's seen all your stomach, all your belly button, and it's seen all your cleavage and stuff like that, you got on Daisy Dukes. The actual act of having sex with you, the penetration, is nothing. They'd had sex with you 10 times. Every time they look at you, they're having sex with you. You put that on, then the first thing, what you looking at? Or you try to pull down your skirt. You want the shortest skirt you can wear, and every time you turn around, you try to pull it down.
And spend the whole day pulling it down.
Yeah. So you attracted what you was looking for.
Right.
You attracted what you were looking for.
Right.
You attracted what you were looking for.
And that's why sometimes not sometimes, all the time, for real, you gotta teach these young people that. I know I always harp on that, but you gotta teach them that because they don't know. They don't know no better. They think they supposed to, some of the stuff they walk up and down the street with look like lingerie. You gotta teach them. When we was coming up, go outside with some rollers in your head or a scarf on your head. My mother will beat the brakes off you.
Yeah,
that's for the house. That's for the bed. Out there with your slippers on, in the mall with your pajamas on. Some of this stuff, and then they turn around and say, where was the mentors? Where was the teachers? Where was you?
Where was the parents? Yeah. Let me. That was a good segue for me. My granddaughter Tawny, we were in Madonna years and years ago, and the girl was up there. She had her pajamas on. So I said, that don't make no sense. She's dirty. And Tawny said, that's the style, Pop. I said, the style? With your pajamas on, it's 10 minutes of 5 in the afternoon. She said, oh, Pop, you just old. You don't know no. You don't know that. That ain't nothing wrong with it. I said, Tawny, let me ask you a question. She said, here we go. I said, let me just ask you a question. I want you to answer it, yes or no. She said, okay, Pop. If you get up and you got your pajamas on, and if you take a shower, do you put your pajamas back on? No, Pop. Why would I put my pajamas back on? So it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, right? Yeah, Pop. She has her pajamas on. So what are you saying? I said, you'll get back at me later on and you'll tell me exactly what I'm talking about. Then she wanted to discuss it. I said, nah, baby, we'll talk about it later. Tawny called me 2 days later. She said, you right, Pop. That's ratchet. That's the first time I heard the word ratchet. Mm-hmm. Everybody uses ratchet. That's ratchet. Remember that? The new thing is ratchet.
Right. Twyla said, I try to teach my daughter that there's a time for everything. You have a lot of life to live and everything doesn't have to happen today. Exactly.
Yeah, good. Exactly. If you run around and you got your pajamas on at 5 o'clock in the evening, that means that you have not been in the shower with your female parts. You have not been in the shower, and you're walking around in Madonna Mall and haven't put no water on your ass. I told you when we was on vacation, we lost our luggage and stuff. Ain't no problem, and my pajamas and everything was in there. But I went to bed. I kept my little t-shirt on, took my drawers on because that's what I sleep in. My wife took hers out, cleaned them. You feel me? And did this, and next thing I know, she get up, and she took my pajamas, took my underwear out, washed them out, hung them out across the thing. I said, we ghetto as hell. Drawers hanging off the toilet and stuff like that, bras all over the shower curtain and stuff like that. But when we got up in the morning, that shit was dry and clean. Though I was glad she did it. But a man don't think like that. But y'all out there, females, you think like that, and you should. And if you don't, you should. And that don't mean nothing, but that meant something to me when I saw what she did. You know what I mean? That means this wasn't the first time that she's done that before.
That's right.
You know, yeah, it's not the first time. How did Majid become one of your best friends, if not your best friend, CC? For what?
A pack of underwear from Walmart. I was in the hospital, and she and I wasn't even really friends at the time. We were just co-workers, you know. She came to the hospital. She said, everybody, no matter who you are, every woman want to have a clean pair of underwear. If I don't bring you nothing else, if you don't have nothing else while you in this hospital, I'm going to make sure that you got some clean underwear. And we've been rocking ever since.
How many years ago was that?
13, 14 maybe.
They're probably best friends then. Literally.
Absolutely.
Literally, a pair of underwear. Men, we don't think about no shit like that. Did you bring me a J? Did you sneak me a pint of wine in there? You know what I mean? Underneath of your coat, I'm sure you got a bag of dope for party. You know what I mean? We think about stuff like that. We never think about a bag of $3.99 Walmart underwear. But to the person that got that $3.99 Walmart underwear, is priceless.
Man, everything to me.
Priceless. All right, y'all. We just wanted to talk a little while tonight on some topics. If anybody doesn't know exactly what's coming on or they chimed in, we're just regular people talking about regular stuff. Tomorrow we'll probably either be talking about our last episode of Simply Us, or we will be going on with Spotlight on Small Businesses. We'll let you know. Bunny's on Nature's Secret Team now. She showed us what to do. She invented us, or she directed us in coming up with the baskets. It was Bunny's idea. That's who implemented it. And now Bunny actually now came up with the basket, but she saw that we needed to step up our game. She didn't come up and say, y'all not doing right, or you should do this, you should do that. She came over and said, well, they got the basket thing going on. Let's step the basket game up. So what she did was went off and bought some baskets.
That's right.
She stepped it up on her own.
Said, yeah. And I just out the blue came over here. I didn't know what all that stuff was she was dragging up to the door. But
trash bags.
I had
full
of two trash bags full of baskets.
30-gallon, 35-gallon trash bags. When Cece said, you know, these are some baskets that Bunny got. I looked in there and thought it was a basket. I must have took out 25 baskets, and then we went and it was more than everything. I went to bed. I said, you gotta keep taking all them out. And they got different slots, different sizes. So we're gonna, you know, specialize in some things. So that's right.
Y'all know Valentine's Day is coming, and you know good and well we don't need all those sweet treats. You know, we getting to the age now where we be trying to watch our figures. Even though I will definitely take some of them chocolate covered strawberries, I'm gonna go off that diet just for that one day.
Yeah, CC went to Costco. She has some healthy stuff that's also in your baskets. Now, I give you little miniatures. That's as healthy as I get. CC has some healthy things that's going on. But anyway, y'all, we're just regular people talking about regular things. Give it to you in layman's terms. My wife is an avid reader. That's what she does. We're going to have, every week we'll have different people back on our panel and stuff like that. Twyla is coming on next week.
Right, and we're gonna get some other businesses to be the reason why we really didn't do the yes, Twyla, sell men's products too.
Twyla, that's what's up, girl. I hear you. When we gonna meet Denzel, girl?
I didn't do the spotlight today. Was because we want to. I mean, of course, I love the way y'all embrace and support me, and I'm forever eternally grateful. But we want to have some other businesses on as well, you know. So we want to mix it up and give y'all some different. Hey Al, How you doing? We want to mix it up and give y'all some different businesses. So we gonna get some other people to jump in there. So the do the spotlight on small business because we like to bring y'all some variety with that. And if anybody has a business or something that they like to promote or something that they like to sell, reach out to Maurice. 410-800-6628 is his number. And I say reach out to him because he answers every call, every text. You know me. Anybody that know me know I'm moody with mine. Sometimes sometimes I answer, sometimes I don't.
Well, that's not our job. My job that's my job to deliver the stuff and answer the phone. When we did our when we did turn the noise down in the background, Lisa. When we did our well, Al did, but he did his pop up. Al did a pop up, very nice, successful pop up. We learned a lot from there. It was well put together. And next time it'll be even bigger and better. He did his pop up. I know Al does glasses, but I didn't know Al's vision does glasses, doesn't he? See,
Yeah.
he's gonna be on there. I just think of glasses as being in a building. Daphne, we get our glasses from Daphne, but
Right.
Al has a line of eyewear. Cece bought them. What was yours?
Yeah, that's
Purple.
right. I gotta get my blue glasses when I go get my prescription.
They bad. They bad as I don't know what he got. I mean, reasonable. I got these Cassels and stuff. Al glasses and stuff was how much, baby?
To over two
Two
thousand dollars.
$2,000 with glasses. Cause Al got a selection of glasses to die for. I mean, Cece, I love her. I wasn't gonna let her just keep buying and buying and buying, but she was over there. I like these. I like those. I like, well, get a pair. And those first ones I saw, I like them myself. What does it say?
He said, "I'm waiting for you, fam."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's a lot of businesses out here that we need to go off and support, and we need to learn from and pay it forward. Be the bunny. You know what I mean? Help somebody out, even if they're not ready for it. Even if it may cost $1 or two, as Pastor Rhonda says, pay it
Pay
forward.
it forward.
If
Yes,
you saw that we were doing good and we need a little upgrade with the baskets and stuff, instead of going off and say you could have done it this way and done it that way, she just went over and bought the baskets. Well, here's what I
right,
would do, and told us
right.
now that I got some ideas for you. CC now with Bunny's direction and stuff is going to have some baskets in the shop on consignment. Something we didn't even think about. Bunny thinking outside the box. Yeah, I got people that you can put your basket in their store. You give them a certain amount, and you make a certain amount. You know what I mean? And then with the baskets the way you have them, well, if
Yeah,
somebody get one or two of them, they're gonna start selling. You got to get lucky somewhere.
yeah.
You got to
And
get
it's all
lucky.
and it's all about networking. Don't be that person that knows something and don't want to share it with somebody. It's enough money out here. We all can eat, but we gotta support each other. We gotta share ideas. If you know something, just like what Bunny said about the basket on consignment, I'd have never thought of that. But
Never.
that's something that she knew, you know what I'm saying? And she shared it. It wasn't no hate, ain't no hater in her. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no, I know this, but I'm gonna keep it to myself so maybe I could use it for myself one day. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get away from that kind of mentality because that's why we don't thrive as a community. We gotta get together and share ideas. That's why I said, sure, I could have did smart spotlight on small businesses tonight, but it's not just only about my business. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying? I want some other people to come on here so we can support them and buy their products or their intellectual product or whatever they got going on so we can show support.
And something else too, while we're on that subject too, everybody isn't always trying to get something for something. That being said, look at the BBs. You don't see BB running around the job selling dinners all day.
Right.
You get it? You ever notice that? Now
Hmm.
everybody know damn well she can cook. Everybody knows she can cook because everybody loves the food. But that doesn't
Right.
mean okay, I fixed y'all something so now everybody got to buy dinner. I never remember If she was something, you know I'm gonna buy them. But I don't remember her pushing them. You know what I mean? You and Al that's running around there with that thankless job being on the union, being on the union board. Damn, Al, I don't know what's going on. I ain't do nothing. Al, they lying on me. I ain't do nothing. I ain't do nothing, Al. Al get down there, get into the meeting with him. Man, they got him on video, gone, smoking cigarettes in the hole. You know what I mean?
They getting on me about being late. They just picking on me. What they forgot to tell you is that they was late 5 days out of 7-day week.
I be watching people when they get down to human resource. First thing I go up and tell, hey, listen, Jay, what is it you said I did? They said you was running late. All right, what's next? Because I do be running late. You know what I mean? Well, you didn't answer that. I said, what's next? We already know that. Let's get that out the way. I'm going to do better. Now, if you down here to browbeat me about, that, and you mandated me 3 days in a row, shucks, you know what I mean? That's why I'm late. I'm tired. I don't care what time I get here. I got here. You feel me?
BB said, no, I don't sell dinners. I feed people. I give food away.
You feel me? That's what I'm saying all the time. Come to work and just give you stuff. Don't see it running around trying to get rich off everybody. You get what I'm saying? Did Renee go off and say to us, okay, you just not finished commenting on that. I bought 4 baskets, so instead of being $39, and plus Renee paid it forward too, right?
Yeah.
She bought them, you know what I mean, from Pastor Rhonda Torta. She bought them, and then the rest of this money is for this $5.
And guess what else Renee did? I know it's like we toot Renee horn, but if a person horn need to be tooted. You know what I'm saying? Renee made sure that she passed it on to somebody else. The next time she was the first order that I even shipped, for everybody that's not right here locally. Yes, the stuff can be shipped too. So, but she was the first. She said, well, try it out. You know what I'm saying? Try it out. Try to ship it, and I tried it out, and I did it. She was the first one that encouraged me to do that, but she passed it along. She said, well, yeah, I got something for my daughter, and my daughter liked the body butter and all of this. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do. I'm like you, BB, I give away just as much products as I sell. And don't let me talk about Maurice. He don't believe in samples. Samples with him is a full-size product. So I give away just as much as I sell. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you got to pass it along. You got to spread the word. You got to bring a customer in, And we have to do that for each other's businesses,
Correct, yeah. So tonight, y'all, we talked about some businesses paying it forward, trying to help each other out. We recognize some people who've always been there for us. You know what I mean? I want to also go back and thank the people ourselves who started with us. Twala and Al were our first board members. So we want to thank them for being in there ground zero. Before we were Simply Us, we were another. What were we at first?
I don't even know. We've been Simply Us for so long.
Yeah,
but they Simply Us since we've been here, but we was with somebody else before we started.
Yeah, they were with us then. You know what I mean?
Party Marty, let's talk.
I'm Party Marty, let's talk. Yeah. So we learned from that it ain't got nothing to do with I'm Party Marty. It's about us all. So you learn as you go along. So that's what we're doing. We have used up our hour. We just wanted to touch on the things that we were doing. We were just talking about being responsible for yourself. If you're double parking, that's irresponsible. You run around with your damn pants falling down and there's women all over the place. That's irresponsible. I say it. If you don't comb your naughty ass damn head, that's irresponsible. If you're out here doing and you sitting on the steps, you did everybody in the neighborhood hair, but you got a comb in your head, you ain't do your own damn head. That's irresponsible. Some of these things is 2022. We might need to do just a little better.
Right.
We talked about vacation, and everything is just not an hour. All inclusive is the way to go. Don't get me wrong. You can go there broke because I don't know what you're going to eat and drink for free. You know, when you go to Paris or you go to these places, you're gonna pay for your liquor, you're gonna pay for your food. But I do strongly urge you to know that that's not the only thing you can do is go to islands, people of color. I'm talking to you now. That's not the only thing we know is Jamaica and Punta Cana. And Jamaica is our favorite resort, and we go there every year. We'll be going there this year again if anybody want to go. But we go there every year.
Hey,
But,
Sean.
but it's other stuff to do. Sean, my friend, listen, y'all. Before we get to closing thoughts, to this group that I'm listening at, to the names that I'm hearing, thank you. This is the elite crew here. To these people out here that's been for me. Twala, literally, hopefully she'll be back this summer. I pray she'll be back. Twala runs the company. She's a little organized, and now the company's getting bigger. I need to be a little bit more organized. Twala keeps books and carbon copies and all that, and Cece can't keep up with that because I'm running her ragged doing all these other things. You know what I mean? And then now I don't want to get to the point where they call me on something, and you know, and I'm not prepared. I know if Twala's in the mix, I know that she's going to be prepared because that's what she does. And Bunny out there, you know, my wife now, Bunny, for some reason, I don't know what's going on. And you talk to me later on, call me, has decided that, you know, Bunny does this paralegal thing and this, that. So I want to see if she can tell me about taking a class or two. I don't know what you're going to take a class or two for because you ain't going to never go back to work. But she done decided that she just wants to learn something.
See, that's what all the women that's on here definitely understand. Is that's what's wrong with some of these men, y'all. They don't understand. They don't mean no harm. You know.
If it ain't gonna make me no money, what the hell I'm gonna go take some courses for? She want to take some courses because she want to learn about it.
Always gotta have a plan B. You know what I'm saying? I hope my husband lived to be 200, and I hope that I could sit home for the next 2 lifetimes and spend all his money up. But in the event that don't happen, I got a lifestyle that I'm accustomed to living, and I got to make sure that I got the means to still live it.
I ain't got no response to come back with that. I can't think of nothing slick to say. I just pray that y'all guys out there hear these women when they saying all the women that's on this podcast at this particular time successful got their own damn money. And this is how they end up with it. This is the kind of thinking. You know, this is that kind of thinking. You know, make sure you do what you need to do. All right, baby, closing. Go
ahead. And make you some friends that make you want to step your game up. You know what I'm saying? Don't always hang with them same bums because they're going to be happy just sitting around doing the same old thing. But I got people, you know, you see who my mob is. I got friends that I got to step my game up. I ain't never going to be the underachiever in the group. That's a negative.
We went, hey, Bunny, we went by, where we go get the gumbo from?
The Pike.
Bunny took us to the Pike one hour lunches. And what does that say, baby?
Twila said we have to encourage our people to do estate plan, and life insurance is not enough.
Okay. Oh yeah, tell them about our thing Gina got us doing. We did our first envelope.
Oh yeah, Gina put this post on Facebook about getting a box of 100 envelopes and numbering them 1 through 100. And every week, mix them up, and every week to randomly pick an envelope. And whatever the number is on the envelope, that's how much money you put in the envelope. And if you start at the beginning of the year, by the end of the year, you'll have $5,050.
Wow.
So we started that. It's a lot of fun, you know, but it's also a good way to save some money.
Yeah, and plus a kid once a week you could get lucky and pick $1.
Right.
Or you could be a dinky ass somebody and pick 100.
Right.
But you can only pick 100 once. You can only pick 99 once. We started with what, baby?
We started with 20.
We took a $20 envelope out. We both put 20 in there. And then from there for the rest of the week, rest of the time, we'll start picking, you know, randomly going through the envelope. but we didn't want to put something too high that it would hurt us. We didn't put something too low that it wouldn't start. So we decided that we came up with what, a $20 envelope. $20 didn't kill me, didn't kill her, but we started.
Yeah.
We got one of those big water jugs that you get on the we saving that anyway. Do it like you do at work.
Yeah.
The water thing. That's called what is it called? The water jug,
the
right?
water. Yeah, the water bottle.
The water cooler thing. Yeah. So that's what we did, and we don't play the game. We put her name on there, C, and put MT. So to make sure when we come back and we count them all, if you shorted yourself, then you shorted yourself. If the 1 week you didn't put none in, then you jerked yourself. But anyhow, that's gonna be.
BB said she gonna do it, and Bunny said, "I'm with you, BB. I have to start as well."
Okay, well we're gonna have our envelopes out. We're gonna have. We'll give you a week to prepare for it. Next week we're gonna have our envelopes out, and weekly we will pick our envelope on the air. Anybody want to play along with us can pick the envelope too. You can see when I pick $1 and laugh and giggle at CC and her jinky ass pick 100. You know what I mean? I'm pulled just like it's cards. Let me go $2 and $2. No, 99. Damn, like that. But that's something. So we want to be ready for that next week. We thank you for that was a great idea. Y'all that said that you want to do it. We're in. We're going to start it next week. It's only once a week. You only do it one time a week. That's
right. TikTok got all their challenges, so we got our challenge now, the Save Some Money challenge.
Yeah, I'm with it. All right, y'all. Thank you for allowing us into your home. This was another great episode. We'll be here at 6:45 tomorrow, one way or another. Rise or shine. What they say? Good Lord willing, and the
creek don't rise.
God willing, and the creek don't rise. All right, CC, closing thought.
Random acts of kindness as usual, but I just encourage everybody to be slow to anger, be quick to forgive, and tell somebody a job well done. You know, we've been on here talking about all the things that Renee do and all of that, and Renee doesn't do the things that she do for us to memorialize her. But at the same time, if a person do a good job, if a person do something that you fond of or that you like, don't be afraid to tell them, job well done. Don't be afraid to say thank you. No matter who it is, don't ever let anybody tell you. Everybody likes to hear job well done. So that's my closing thought.
Al, I want you to get together to show me. I need your help and assistance in a round table from our group to have a pop-up. I see that you know what you're doing. If you can show us on how to have a pop-up, you know, we can run more pop-ups. You know what I mean? They were pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You know, and pop-ups are funny because 1 minute is nobody there. You just think, oh, it's not going to be any participation, this and that. Next minute, 30 vendors, all 2 people at a table there. You know what I mean? That's how you come when people are doing business. You'd be surprised who's out there. My closing thought is get to it. Whatever it is, get to the money. Get to the job. Get to the dishes. Get to the vacuum cleaner. Get to work. Wash your ass. Whatever it is, it's 2022, y'all. Get to it. Get to it. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, get to it. The podcast, get to it. You know what I mean? Savings Club, get to it. Somewhere along the line, we got to get started. I don't care how small it is. We only took $20 out to put in that thing. We could have started in February, but why would we start? Never put off till tomorrow what you can do today. Today we were sitting around. We got to it. We were sitting around. Let's start. Okay, baby, let's start. You know what I mean? She didn't realize let's start meant she had to put $20 out of her 100. A little $100 down. She had to put $20. She looked and she thought I was gonna put it up. I said, get to it. You feeling me? Now, when it's all over with my dinner, baby. What we having? I saw that on the stove. What we having?
Steak, brown rice, and string beans if we get off of here to eat it.
Hey, listen, I don't never get to eat steak or nothing like that, y'all. Y'all know I had that bariatric surgery. Usually a bunch of damn lettuce on there, so that's different. All right, y'all. Y'all know the drill. That was my closing thought. Mama! May the work I've done speak for me. May the life I've lived speak for me. When I'm resting in my grave, oh Lord, may they all say, may the service we give on these podcasts speak for me. Hands up. Hands up, everybody out there. Look at Cookie, know that the show's over.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. Thank you so very much. We'll be back again at 6:45 tomorrow. Cookie, say hi, Cookie. Everybody knows when she hears that singing, she know Daddy's done. Get ready to eat. Anyway, y'all, Kenny Davis, take us home. Now go out, everybody, and have a great day on purpose. I'm Party Marty. That's my time. I'm out.